Ndị be anyị daalụ ndị nne na unu si wee na-eso ekwere anyị ọzọ n'elu akwụkwọ. Anyị si na n'ụbọchị nketa anyị mara na anyị mma ahụ na ya dịka echi na echi ada agwụ ọgwụ, otu anyị kwuru otu akọ ya dịrịdị ise ise ise. Dịka o si dị ka anyị gaa na ịgbapụ na ya ọsọ igosi unu ya bụ ife anyị ji maka ya wee bịa n'ụbọchị nketa n'elu akwụkwọ. Dịka o si dị, chetakwa na ya bụkwa Eastern News 24 ka anyị sikwa wee na-ewetara unu nnukwu ozi ya dị oke mkpa n'ala Igbo. Unu n'anya n'iru akwụkwọ, ọnwa Chineke ada Biafra ka unu na-afụ n'iru akwụkwọ ya. Ọ nwere ozi nwere izi anyị gbasata maka international achievement Biafra megasigo na ahụ nke gara aga 2023, and also ebe ha jedebe na international ebe ha jedebe na international ife mean by international bụ ifugasị ma UN and the AU and the ICC International Criminal Court. Ọ chọrọ onye ọsụkwa na onye nyekwa update ebe fa jedebego. So mma like unu ga ya bụ ife dịka unu ga unu ga-esi ya unu adọrọpụrụ anyị kọmentị gị on the comment section below gbasata maka ife ichere nwanne anyị kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ a. All right, over to you.
My people, I wish all of you a very prosperous new year. Today is the end of the year 2023. Good morning, my brother Chibo. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, depending on your location. Thank you for joining me. Today, I am thanking God for the whole year and all the achievements, even though our leader is not here, but God's time is the best. God's time is the best. Onyendu will join us at God's appointed time. I know that God knows what he is doing. Onyendu always told us in the past that a freedom fighter has 2 or 3 places to be in life. If you are not in your grave, you will be incarcerated in a prison, or you will just be out there looking behind your shoulders, doing what you are doing. But I believe that God kept him there for a reason, best known to God. We cannot query God, but continue to pray to him for our Onyendu's release. We can never forget Onyendu, and Onyendu, God knows the best time to release him. We will keep praying. So for the whole year now, this is a total summary. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, he had a video made yesterday before the fundraising, and it was a very long video. If you want to watch the full detail, you go to my Betty Ford channel in YouTube, Betty Ford TV YouTube channel. You will hear the whole detail. Or you go to Betty Ford Facebook, and you will find everything. So today, my people, I have to play for you what our Prime Minister said in brief, but it is well detailed. Listen to it.
Asking, did you say Biafra will come in 2023? Biafra has been restored already. What is remaining is a complete declaration that will be defended. And before that happens,
good morning, Emenike.
Need to put in place. I want you to recount the achievement of the Biafra Republic government in exile under the leadership of Simon Ekpa, what we have achieved in 2023, and ask yourself that question again, and you will look very stupid. We have been able to form government in exile in 2023. In 2023, we have formed the de facto government. In 2023, we have launched Biafra Liberation Army. In 2023, we launched Biafra Navy. We launched Biafra Air Force. We launched the forces of Biafra. We adopted.
You know, it is always good for us to recap and recount what has been happening and what has happened and where we are going to. Yesterday, our Prime Minister was full of happiness and joy for all the achievements, and nobody will deny that fact. Mazi Simon Ekpa, ọ gbago mbọ ka nwoke si agba mbọ, arụ abịago na ngwụcha. What remains now, ndị be anyị, according to his ministers that spoke yesterday, what remains is our data collection. And the minister in charge, a professor, a lady professor, she said that everybody should be on the lookout for the link so that you go and register yourself. For those who were not opportune, to be there when she said it, every Biafran must be on the lookout. But because we are the media team, I will always bring it to the knowledge of everybody. Maybe I will display it on my screen when she will release it, or when the group will release it this coming January, so that everybody will get the link and go and complete it, fill your name. That data collection will be followed by every other thing necessary for the declaration of Biafra and for our passports and things. Everything is set, but they will be coming step by step from this time around. With that data collection, there will be voting system and everything. Biafra will never be like Nigeria. I know we all came from Nigeria, accepted, but we did not stay in Nigeria willingly. We were forced. Our people, our forefathers never was any signatory to Nigeria being our state or our country. And we have been so badly treated that we have to leave everything called Nigeria, every relationship with Nigeria, every behavior and every conduct. We have to behave like new people, fresh people, people who are forming their own nation from the beginning, from the scratch. So the lady made a very touching statement and the declaration of how our Biafra is going to be finally declared. The last stages come this January. So as I said, the whole detail is on my YouTube platform. It was last night. She made this statement after our Prime Minister's speech. So by next month, starting from tomorrow, I get my link, I get send the onye ọbụla, I get feel afọ onye ọbụla dị n'ime before the declaration, and for our passport and for the voting system. Onye ọbụla ga watch out ka o nweta edenye afịa ya emekata tinye the link ewepụta m ya ka onye ọbụla malụ, mee ka onye ọbụla ma ndị nọ n'ime obodo. In fact, nke afọ ga-abụ ọlụ the de facto government in Biafra land. Mana ụfọdụ nọkwa ebe a ndị enwere ike ifu ya, aga m eme ka onye ọbụla nwetie. So my people, Biafra is here already. I am very, very happy, and I know that most of you will also be happy. Nothing will happen to our Onyendu. He will join us when everything must have been completed. Thank God for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and his active and wonderful cabinet members. So let me continue with our Prime Minister's speech.
Helsinki Declaration, which is the Constitution of Biafra. In 2023, we had a convention in Finland where Biafra people gathered from all over the world as delegates to vote on the Biafra Charter, which is a living document subjected to amendment. In 2023, we have created 40 states of Biafra. And believe me, many more states will come because we are not done yet.
Yes, as he said that many more states will come, you can agree with me that recently people from Benue State declared their intention to join Biafra. In fact, they declared joining Biafra, and our Prime Minister and his cabinet members have just said yesterday that they are working with the Benue people, the Middle Belt, to make sure that the presence of the zoo terrorists is cleared from that state, Benue and Plateau. Everything they are doing there will be stopped by the Biafra Liberation Army that will be sent there. So these details is going to be, everybody will see what is going on and what is happening. The states are coming more and more. And I believe you me, I'm sure more states will be declaring for Biafra. Nigeria is gone. The zoo is gone. In fact, zoo is a better name. They are like wild animals, where other animals consume the flesh of their fellow animals. As recent as 2 days ago, on the 29th, they went there, the terrorists, and killed so many people from Plateau State, Middle Belt in general. It was terrible that these people never gives up when you don't want them. I don't know what they are doing all this for, but whatever is their reason, thank God we are on our way. We have left them. They have no more control. You can see that the chief of army staff recently, he said that our prime minister is blocking their airspace. What are they doing in the airspace of Biafra land? Is there any war in Biafra land? The answer is no, because the zoo government is using the military to terrorize our people.
In 2023, not only that we created state, we also brought a redesigned and a redrawn Biafra map to reflect the current situation and the current demography of Biafra. In 2023, we started engaging officially Nigeria state in a guerrilla warfare on self-defense. In 2023, we officially and publicly engaged Nigeria terrorist army, and we are neutralizing them on a daily basis. It has never happened before in the history of Biafra after the war. In 2023, we publicly and openly made sure that Nigeria doesn't kill again in Biafra land and go free. So if you look at those things I've mentioned and those ones I have not even mentioned, are you still going to challenge Simon Ekpa that Biafra has not been restored in 2023? Biafra declaration is not about mouth pronouncement. It's about putting every structure in place. It's about putting...
Exactly. Our prime minister is telling us how all these things are working out stage by stage, step by step, procedurally. Biafra can never come just like that. You cannot declare Biafra when everything is not in place. And that is exactly what he is doing with his cabinet ministers. They are working assiduously to make sure that when Biafra comes, we will not be lacking anything, and that everything will be put in place. And internationally, before anyone or any country will recognize you, they have to see that everything has been put in place. And this is exactly what they are doing. And they are doing it, leaving no stone unturned. That's exactly what he meant in everything he's telling us here.
every mechanism and measures in place to shaping the map and the structure of Biafra. In 2023, we have designed the economic viability of Biafra. In 2023, we have kicked off the Biafra Urban Development Project. In 2023, we've made a lot of impact globally. In 2023, the Biafra awareness gained the highest momentum in the history of Biafra since after the war. In 2023, we made the Nigeria terrorist army to cry on the floor of National Assembly. It has never happened in the history of Nigeria. In 2023.
Exactly the point here. You people know that since after the war, since 1970 till this time, that the Fulanis have started rearing their heads. Nobody has been able to challenge them. Everybody is scared. Even our so-called elderly men called Ohanese, they are scared of talking to these people. And these are foreigners that came to our country. They settled down and they are dealing with everybody. But since the abduction of Onyendu, all of you will agree with me that the tone changed. The tone changed completely. Now ESN has been incorporated into Biafra Liberation Army, and things are happening. Our people are no more crying and wailing the way it was. Now it is them crying and wailing in House of Assembly, complaining about Simon Ekpa. Nobody talks about Chinasa Nwuru or talks about Chike Dosiem or their Ima powerful or Ima weakness. Now where are they? Where are they? All these achievements that our Prime Minister is enumerating only took place within, say, 10 months latest, or 9 months, starting from February year 2022, on the 28th of February, after our Prime Minister and all of us voted vote of no confidence against the people of DOS. Where are they today? They are there to siphon money. They are there to tell you about Nigeria government giving them power to declare Biafra. And they will, I can tell you, they will wait till the end of time, because we are on our way to getting Biafra, and Biafra is definitely here with the leadership of our Prime Minister, who will always recognize our Onyendu as our great leader. You people realize that there was a time these people went to a United Kingdom and removed the name of Onyendu as the leader and used the name of Chike Dosiem to replace it. That time our Prime Minister was still doing what we are all doing now. But now he is very busy, all hands on deck. The achievement is awesome. It's very plausible. We should applaud him for all these achievements, because it's not very easy at all. It's not easy. Those called DOS, I wonder where they are. The one called Biafra Child in Germany, all he does is sitting down, analyzing our Prime Minister's activities. Whether he's chasing clout or not, I don't know. I don't know what that one represents. And recently, you also saw that Master Prophet came and was talking about Ejiofor, telling Canon Takano to expose Ejiofor and Ezekome. All these things, they are all efforts of our Prime Minister, pressurizing them to tell Onyendu the truth, the activities of his legal representatives who are compromised. They never told Onyendu. But I know that Onyendu sacked them recently because someone must have told them, out of the pressure from our Prime Minister. It is part of the achievement. This very year, Onyendu sacked Ejiofor and Ezekome from his legal team, from his representation. They represented Onyendu so poorly to the extent that Onyendu was discharged by High Court. High Court quoted the law exactly the way it should be, that no court in Nigeria, including Supreme Court, has jurisdiction over Onyendu's case based on how he was returned illegally. But people like Ezekome and Ejiofor, we are going to court every day. They will come out and say, oh, we are satisfied, while Onyendu still remains incarcerated, not even in normal prison, but underground. So all these are part of our Prime Minister's achievement for this year. He has achieved a lot within a short period of time, but these are men who have been with Onyendu since year 2013 till 2021. They are there looking for money, blood money. Their own brothers and sisters being killed on daily basis. All they are there for is money, what the government will give them. And once they were given 100 million as a bounty on Onyendu's head, they sold Onyendu. So our Prime Minister has done great job. He needs our support financially. That's the case now.
Those who are serving as the agent of Nigeria, benefiting from the corrupt entity called Nigeria, openly called for persecution, execution, and the kidnapping and arresting of Simon Ekpa, because they know that this is a different thing from what they have seen in their entire life. In 2023, they call for the arrest of Simon Ekpa and call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Confusion. In 2023, after they have used many years to plan the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have come to say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a saint. He's a very gentle man. He's a nice person. But just 2 years ago, they kidnapped this nice person from Kenya. 2 years ago, they tortured him for 8 days. 2 years ago, he was an evil man. 2 years ago, they called him terrorist. 2 years ago, he was everything evil to them. 2 years ago, they spent hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. They kidnapped him and put him into a private jet from Kenya to Nigeria. 2 years ago, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes, my people, this is the situation. Time has come for us to recount. Our Prime Minister is a wonderful man. His brain is, is like they charge his brain every morning. Our Prime Minister is not just intelligent, he's too smart. All these things that he's enumerating, they all took place. And it's like they all happened yesterday. It sounds like something that never happened, but just within a twinkle of an eye, they turned Onyendu's table. The man that established IPOB invited you people and his kinsmen to come and work with him. Suddenly he became an evil man. Suddenly none of you remember this man on a good light. Suddenly you all forgot the reason why he invited you people to come and fight with him for the liberation of his people who are being persecuted on daily basis in their own land by foreigners. Rather, you people chose, to betray that man in the most despicable way anybody can think of in this planet. They betrayed that man. Now they have seen that all those delays that they gave Onyendu, that God has opened another avenue. God works in mysterious ways. Now, from this Onyendu situation, I know that that very adage is correct. The mystery of God is very confusing to we humans. Honestly speaking, my people, Onyendu, I don't know. God, he's a wonderful man. That zoo, as long as they are holding Onyendu there, they will never know peace. They will never know peace. We thank God for Mazi Simon Ekpa. We must continue to be grateful to God for his presence in this our agitation.
Was everything evil to Nigeria, including to Hannes and all of them. 2 years ago, he was the only problem of Nigeria. 2 years ago, he was the only person that constituted all manner of insecurity in Nigeria. He was the one who is more deadlier than Boko Haram. He was everything that Nigeria don't want to see today. As Simon Ekpa take the Biafra liberation to the next level, some people are now calling Mazi the most sensible person. These are hypocrites. These are devilish people. These are criminals. The only thing they want to do is to give dog a bad name in order to kill it. They have given bad that name to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They themselves were the one who condemned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same people today have seen that, yes, indeed, someone actually followed this footstep of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and ready to drag all of them to Biafra land. It's like I know them. When we get to Biafra land, we will treat their fuck up very well. Today, the same people who gave the bad name to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in order to be kidnapped, they slandered his name, blackmailed him to other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. All of them today has come to say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very sensible. Now it is Simon Ekpa is the problem. These people who are just evil from birth refuse to understand why Simon Ekpa have decided to take this thing upon himself to liberate the people of Biafra who has been subjugated and chained with Islamic State agenda. They found themselves in a hole. They tagged us in a circle because they thought that they have actually systematically conquered everybody by dividing, creating states, dividing us, changing the demography and map of Biafra people. And at the end of the day, they structured out 5 tiny states, called it 5 eastern states. And they say, let us continue to divide them. And now they tell you, oh, you are talking about Biafra. You are just 5 states in the second. We have come to destroy their evil agenda. Today, you will understand that the plan of the Islamic State has failed. Today, the Biafra people are proudly announcing the 40th state, which is called the United States of Biafra. 40 complete states, cut across board, including in the area where they were never Biafra. I have come to learn from what Biafra did wrong in 1967 to 1970. I have come to learn what Wazirike did wrong from the time he started the Biafra movement, and I have come to learn what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did right and was in the process of doing before they planned and kidnapped him. I continue from there, and today we are where we are. They are not resting. Those IPOB Nigeria are not resting as well. Every given.
Now, you all will agree with me that our Prime Minister is very, very intelligent. Everything he's saying is in line. None of them cannot be verified. You know, this United States of Biafra has gone, you know, to show the world that we are not dots, as Buhari called us. You know, government in Nigeria is like a relay match. Scratch my back, I scratch your back. Tinubu sponsored Buhari's coming into power. And before Buhari left, he made sure that he gave it back to Buhari, to Tinubu, I mean to say. But we don't really care anymore about these people. They are calling us dot, 5 states, but they refused to allow us conduct referendum because they are scared, because they know the truth. They know that if referendum is granted openly and publicly to the entire nation, that many will declare for Biafra. For instance, now Middle Belt have declared They have declared for Biafra. We are no longer the dot. We have expanded. Even when the referendum was not conducted. So, my people, it is clearly obvious that these people are suppressing us, not allowing us to talk, not to speak, not to raise our head in our own land. And everybody is scared of them. But thank God for Mazi Simon Ekpa. Ndị be anyị odogu na anya kita na mmegbu a na-emegbu ndị be anyị na mkpagbu a na-akpagbu ndị be anyị na onwero nke zolezo, everything na-apụta gị ife, mana Chukwu emegie ka anyị nwee ndidi. Biafra abịago, ọ fọdụrụ nwa mgbe nta. Biafra abịago, ada ajụ ya ajụ. Biafra is here. Is here. Thank God to the presence of Breji Prime Minister and his cabinet members. Onye chonya join ya ife anyị na-eme, onye achọrọ ya zuo ike. We mustn't all be there, but just watch.
Opportunity, they think that there is infight in the Biafra government. They will say, oh, their hope now is that they are fighting. And they are hoping that there is infight in the Biafra government. That is to tell you that, like you said, they are cost. They are cost. And they can never rise again. Biafra government in exile is a government that nobody born of a woman marching on this planet, using your foot to walk on the ground, will ever destroy. Biafra has been restored. In 2023, we have a government, we have a structure of the government of Biafra, we have every department that made Biafra government a legitimate government. The people of Biafra are loyal to the government, both in the exile and in the homeland. We have governors, state administrators in all the 40 states of Biafra. We have the deputy governors, which is called administrators. We have the secretary of state of each state in Biafra land. We have the chairman and managers of county and the district. If you do not understand that with this structure we have now, one day you will sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra. It means that you are an idiot. I told you that by the time I finish with Nigeria, you will sleep in Nigeria one day and wake up in Biafra. The next phase is to set up the police of Biafra. The reason why we have not set up the police is because it is going to be state police. Every state will have their police. Every state will be independent. It is going to be local police, and there is no interference from the central government of Biafra. The military is a joint military. It's one military that will protect the territorial integrity of Biafra. When one state is attacked, it means that you have attacked all of us. So my people, for those who are asking when are you going to declare Biafra, we have already declared Biafra. We are only waiting for us to conclude the last phase of the Biafra government. And one day you will sleep and wake up in Biafra, like I said. Then we must capture every cranny of the Biafra territory. Those who are asking, did you say Biafra will come in 2023? Biafra has been restored already. What is remaining is a complete declaration that will be defended. And before that happens, there are many things that we need to put in place. I want you to recount the achievement of the Biafra Republic government in exile under the leadership of Simon Ekpa, what we have achieved in 2023, and ask yourself that question again. You will look very stupid. We have been able to form government in exile in 2023. In 2023, we have formed the de facto.
My people, I have come to the end of this Breji Prime Minister's broadcast on the of Biafra government in exile between February 2022 to December 2023. I am very glad that we are all here. We are all watching. We are all contributing in our own little ways. We have to thank God for everything that we have seen If there is no event, there will be no history. So this is our own history that we are making now for our children and the children unborn. Biafra is going to be a great nation. I know it will be like during the time of Saddam Hussein. Many of them were fighting with him, but some of them were not happy. But the moment the man was gone, they all started jubilating, So it is vice versa with Biafra. Now, some people want Biafra, but they are so scared to open their mouth, let alone support. But we don't need such people for now. They may come out later. But for those of you who are bold enough to come and watch, bring out your name, write down your name, show your faces, like people like us, we are not scared to let the world know that we are being marginalized in our own country, in our own nation. We are being treated badly, being killed on daily basis, both children, adults, old and very old, young and very young. They don't care. When they come, it will be a massacre. But we have crawled and walked till this time of the year. I thank God on behalf of every Biafran. I thank God for our leader who created this awareness, who started this struggle. God will see him through. We pray that this coming year, that his abductors will leave him alone, knowing that their plans never worked, that there are people waiting to take over the mantle of this agitation and this fight. Our freedom is here. So I'm wishing my people a very wonderful and prosperous new year, 2024. It shall be well with everyone. Ndị be anyị, ama m na echi bụ Monday. Onye ọbụla ga-anọ n'ụlọ na-agba New Year peacefully. Ana m ekene unu. Eji m ohere a na-asị unu, ya dịlụ nwoke mma dịlụ nwaanyị mma. Anyị abịago na ngwụcha arọ. Ka anyị kene Chineke okike abịama, onye mee na anyị dị ndụ wee luo today. Ọ bụrụ n'ike aka anyị ka anyị ji wee dị ndụ. Ụfọdụ n'ime anyị anwụgokwanụ.
Ndị be anyị daalụ nne nnukwu si wee na-esoro anyị ihe anyị na-eme n'ụbọchị nke taa. Dịka ị nụrụ ihe nwanne anyị nwaanyị kwuru na Eastern News 24, ka ife nwere ike ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife, drọpụrụ anyị the comment on the comment section below. Once again, nke dịka ibe ya bụ chetakwana ya bụ Eastern News 24 ka anyị si na-ewetara nnukwu ozi ya dị oke mkpa, maka ọ bụ nkwa ekwere unu n'elu akwụkwọ. Alright, thank you and stay tuned at Eastern News 24. Ngwa ndị be anyị ka emesịa nụ ụmụ Igbo.